Yo, hey man, say man, how's your day, man? It's Favorite Trader Gio come back with another video, man. We about to go ahead and get into these markets, get into these charts. I ain't about to waste y'all time because I don't want you wasting mine. Oh, you feel me? Yes, sir, man. Let's go ahead and get off in these charts, man. Talk about today's price action. Not the best. This whole week has been kind of baduki, if you're being honest. But let's get into it, man. There's always opportunities, and there's always an opportunity to learn and to grow in the market. I promise. Every day there's an opportunity to learn and to grow. All right, so starting off at 9:12, we had the external high for the 2-minute. We had the external low because it broke this low. That was the reasoning for this high. This was an all-time high. 9:30 created a new all-time high, right? So after creating a new all-time high, what does that mean in chart talk? That means we have created or satisfied the objective of the highest external possible, right? Because externals are highs and lows, and internals are fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps, imbalances. But really, we just focus on the fair value gaps, the type of fair value gaps. So being that we crossed the all-time high at 9:30, we have satisfied the highest external objective. So for that, I would always be looking for a sell. Yes, you can expect expansion or whatever, but it would behoove you, right, to look for a sell opportunity. Yeah. Now, we got our sell, right, because this was the external low in the 2-minute, external high, broke structure to the downside at 9:52. I entered in my sell. Now, my stop loss was like 50 points. I wasn't too happy with this trade because price took me up about 45 points. So at that point, I'm just like, well, man, GDO, you win some, you lose some, take it to the chin, and we just going to regroup. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too happy with it. But on the 5-minute time frame, man, that wick rejection really solidified it all for me. 5-minute, 10-minute, 15, 20. About 20 minutes of wicks telling us we don't want to go that direction right now, right? So and you guys know I use the 5-minute in conjunction with the 2-minute. So that's the only reason I stayed strong and I stayed in my sell. It ended up giving us about 35 points. I think that's like 140. I think that was like $140 or something for me. So I didn't take that. You know what I'm saying? At the time, this hour internal wasn't there. That hour internal came after, I think 11 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that hour internal was created after 11 o'clock. So I didn't take this. It turned back around on me, man, and it consolidated for a while between these two 15-minute internals. Remember, internals, fair value gaps, inverted fair value gaps. All right, so it finally took me out below entry. You guys know I'm always putting my stop loss below entry. It took me out. Oh, well, what can we do about it? It consolidated. I was going to be done for the day, really, until I seen what 1134 did. That 1134 candle made me forget, like, it made me realize, like, oh, crap, I forgot that I said while we were doing this, while we were coming down, I told myself, well, Jamal, you need to pay attention to the hour time frame because the hour internal is probably about to be created. And I seen that it was probably a hour internal that was going to be created from this price action. Well, once that hour internal was created, it was satisfied objectively at 1134, meaning price made contact with it. And then from that point on, as you can see, we broke structure to the upside, and that's what made me get in my buy. Okay, so I got in my buy because price came in contact with a high time frame internal. Right? Contact, reaction. Reaction equals break of structure and execution. So contact, reaction, execution, right? So CRE, I think that's the abbreviation. Contact, reaction, execution. So we got contact with the hour internal, reaction, which is the break of structure, and execution we got in our buy. Now, I just put it up here at 83. There's no reason to put 83 points, right? Because this is the all-time high at the time. So I just gave myself like a number based off of what I was going to risk. I only risked 25 points. And the reason why I risked 25 points is because I was relying on this 1-minute internal to save us, which it did, right? This 1, 2, 3 fair value gap. I expected this 1-minute internal to save us, and it did. I only got about 35 points out the 83, man. And like I said, the reason why I did so is because the reason why I did so is because this is the all-time high right here still before this was crossed, right? So we broke structure right here, and I seen how it was slowing down on the lower time frame. So I went ahead and took my 35 points, and I got up out of there and I just got myself ready for it. We're just getting ourselves ready for tomorrow, guys. Like, that's really all you can really do and hope for the market like this. The government is still shut down. That doesn't mean there's not opportunities in the market to make money. That doesn't mean there's not opportunities in the market to learn and grow. There is. Every single day there is. You just have to be patient and clear-minded enough to execute, okay? Because with this trade, I could have taken my $140. But to be honest, that's not enough for me, guys. Like, we got bills, you know what I'm saying? That's not enough for me. So I moved my stop loss. It came and took me out, of course. But at 11:34, that crazy wick rejection, it was an automatic like ding, like, oh, it must be something right there. So when I went to the 1 hour, I seen the 1 hour internal, I marked it, and then I just went ahead and waited for the reaction. Because when price touches a high time frame internal for the first time, you can best believe that there's going to be a reaction out of it, whether that's a continuation to the downside, upside, or a breaker structure in the opposite direction that it was just coming from, right? 1, 2, 3, fair value gap, internal, 1 hour. Each time frame has the same objectives, 2 objectives. Each time frame has 2 objectives, internal, external. And for me today, I used both, right? I used the external to catch me a trade once the highest external possible on the instrument was satisfied, right? At 9:30, this was the all-time high, meaning the biggest external on the chart. It was crossed by 9:30, meaning it was satisfied. I looked for reaction because internal is contact, reaction, execution for internals and externals. So external, contact, reaction, breaker structure, that's $140, right? Okay, started consolidating between this 15-minute and this 15-minute. And if you guys want to see what that looks like, right, we can show you guys real quick. I got my baby, guys, so if it sounds like I'm rushing, I'm trying to get this video done before you start acting crazy. So we got a 1, 2, 3 fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap, 1, 2, 3 fair value gap. So internal, that's why we had that consolidation from the time of, probably like 10:50 to 11:34. We had that consolidation because it was battling out between the two 15-minute internals. All right. Once we made that big push to the downside out that 15-minute internal, we came in contact with the 1 hour internal I just showed you guys. So contact, reaction, which is the breaker structure, and then execution. Like I said, I just put this here because there's nothing up there to target. So it touched the 83-point stop loss, take profit, but I only got about 35 points out of that. So, hey, man, I know you having a great day, man. It's your favorite trader, GDO, come out with another video. Yes, sir. Tell them, yes, sir.